Like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have bad luck for the rest of the week.
Nature has made a beautiful codependent system of prey and predator, survival and extinction. Every species has developed particular defense and attack mechanisms, and that's how it came this far. It gets ironic and a bit hilarious and a bit sad that sometimes the animals enjoying the gifts of nature pay heavy costs. It may be in the form of extreme pain, slow death, or the risk of developing a disease. Here in this video, we've compiled the top 5 animals that can kill themselves. Yes, themselves. Stay with us till the end so you don't miss out on the most interesting ones. Number 5. Reindeer. Reindeer symbolize safe journeying and endurance back in the Middle Ages when pagans converted to Christianity. That's how reindeers came to be associated with Christmas. Reindeers are also known for their majestic antlers, reaching 51 inches in males, the largest that any deer species can possess. Antlers are a symbol of masculinity for reindeer males. They use them as objects of sexual attraction and weapons in the fight for the female. Seems like a prize, but there's a twist. In vigorous fights, one of the contenders dies, but the male reindeer has its antlers clutched so tightly that it is practically impossible to untangle the antlers. In the absence of external help, the reindeer may go on without eating, drinking, or moving for days, and guess what? It finally ends up dying. Number 4. Argali ram. The Argali ram is known as mountain sheep or bighorn sheep for obvious reasons. These are wild sheep roaming the highlands of the Himalayas, western East Asia, Tibet, and the Altai Mountains. They are identified by their majestic, backward-curving horns that are more conspicuous in males than females. These horns make up a whopping 13% of an adult male Argali ram's weight. These impressively big and strong horns are the weapons of charm for the females and survival against predators. And as they grow, the Argali ram goes closer to meeting its fate of a painful death in the hands of its own horns. These head ornaments eventually pierce their face, causing severe injury and infection that proves fatal. It's a fairly natural course of growth of horns in this species. So practically, Argali ram kills itself. Number 3. The Babirusa. Imagine your canines growing upright and then curling backward in front of the face till they finally reach the temples. Proving themselves unstoppable, they penetrate your skin and enter the hollows. Ouch! Sounds like a weird dream or something. But this is what happens with the Babirusa, the bizarre pig. The Babirusa is commonly called a wild pig with a dental problem. But that's what we think. Those tusks are a display of genetic fitness, a tool for charming the female. This is why a male Babirusa affords all that trouble for. A while ago, it was believed that these tusks are there for defense and attack against predators and rival males. But a Babirusa tussle makes it all clear. They never tangle up their tusks. Instead, what you see being used as weapons are their front hooves. Besides, Babirusa tusks are pretty fragile and not so suited for combat. So basically, the tusks serve 2 primary purposes: charming the female and death. Number 2. Sheep. Sheep are commonly kept as livestock mammals, used for meat and wool. Not so interesting? Sheep need a barber for their well-being. Interesting now? Sheep have an outer coat with hair and a layer of wool or fleece underneath, and this layer of wool keeps on growing forever. What will an unsheared sheep look like after a long time? It'll be dead before it goes a long time without shearing. Growing and accumulating wool eventually becomes a handicap and a huge health hazard for the sheep that often proves a life-taker. The thick layer of wool overheats the animal, and the excreta, such as urine, are trapped inside the wool. This gives room for pests and parasites to flourish and cause skin infections and various other illnesses. A sheep in Australia that was found unsheared for 6 years had damaged hooves and fatal skin infections due to the urine collected in the wool. Besides, the fleece forms knots and handicap the animal's mobility to worsen the situation. This makes the animals vulnerable to attack from predators, and the bulky, fleecy animal eventually meets its fate. Number 1. Turtles. Being the slowest creepers and having the hardest shell or exoskeleton, turtles are some of the most interesting and amazing creatures on this planet. The shell serves as a portable shelter for the animal, protection against hard climates and predators. In fact, it's an inseparable part of a turtle's body made of bone attached to the body, and a turtle cannot survive without its shell. The same survival pills can become suicide pills in just a flick of the moment. The moment a turtle accidentally flips and comes to lie on its back, there is no way back. The shell itself becomes a hurdle for the upside-down turtle to turn over. It stays there, slowly dehydrating, starving, eventually falling prey to its predators. Comment below to share with us which one of nature's reverse traps on the list did you like the best. Don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our channel to get timely updates on some really interesting stuff. Thanks for watching.